Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Call O'Clock with a package from BrickLink.com and a lovely package to my PO box from a wonderful subscriber. Lovely. Now obviously it's the subscriber package first, and don't worry if you've sent a package into the channel. There are a couple waiting behind me, but I thought I'd eke them out and do them over a number of different hauls rather than kind of another subscriber extravaganza. And then we've got a bit of surprise each week, as well as something very organised from my own order. So that's the way I'm doing it at the moment. If I get a huge backlog, then maybe I'll get into them. But anyway, for now, this is from Shaq in the Netherlands, I believe. He emailed me about this ahead of time just to make sure I was expecting it, which is a good idea when doing it from abroad, just because the tracking isn't always amazing. And he has sent in, wow, I've never seen that before. Is that a different brand? That's not Lego. The Picnic, what, wagon? I don't know what that even is. Maybe that's a brand in the Netherlands. Looks like we've got a print across several tiles there. Or is it just the box he sent it in? No, it's the build. So we've got something I've never had before. A different brand of Lego. Wow. Well, I quite like the branding, I must say, but that is very odd. I'd be very interested if that's a sort of true-to-life brand in the Netherlands, and therefore is something you'd expect to see on the streets, and it's something familiar, and if they even have these wagons with the eyes on the front. But that is absolutely bizarre to me. But yeah, they've really copied Lego's style, haven't they? It's exactly the same. And that minifigure almost looks proper, to be honest. It's not too bad, is it? But they've got a number of pieces, the little code and everything. Yeah, very similar indeed. Slightly different there. Anyway, let's get to the letter. We're jumping ahead. Maybe it all makes sense. Wow, it's a long letter. Dear Robin Hood Bricks, my name is Shuck, aka Lord Shuck on YouTube channel, and I am 40 years old. I also come from the Netherlands. I'm just a fan of both channels, and I've seen how your hard work on the new Brick Nottingham 2.0 is working out. I did mention on one of your videos about the boiler room door, and I hope it is still in your plan to keep it open for future problems to tackle it. I think he means, yeah, keep access to that. Definitely will be. I won't be building up and around that, otherwise I'll get in a real pickle. I'm sending you a special kind of Lego set. It's not a regular set. It comes from the Netherlands. It is made for a supermarket on wheels, Picnic. I did ask in your comment if you were interested in that set or if you own one, and you did not have it. So that's why I'm sending it. The pieces are made from official Lego because I also don't like knockoff versions of Lego. Oh, right. So is this actually Lego? That's very strange. That's why it looks so realistic. Oh, let's get into this. I can't get into it. I'm going to cut super mega bags. Let's have a look. Oh, it is Lego. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so I like it now. So it's just got the branding of the store in is official Lego. Oh, that's very interesting. So the set is reassembled off the company delivery vehicles, and I do order some of them on the app. I saw one day that Lego set, and I do like them, so I ordered another for my Lego city. The seal may be broken due to my girlfriend because she was curious about it. I did check it and it's still complete. The company do work with a small Lego printing company, and that's why they're making a few special Lego sets. So it is unique. I hope you also like it and are putting it for delivering some groceries in Nottingham 2.0. Oh yes, well I think I will now. It's official Lego. It takes away some of my fear about bringing in all sorts of other brands and really, opening the floodgates onto other brands. But yeah, you continue. Also, keep up your good work. I do like your updates. Also, say hi to Mrs. Hood, and I'm very curious about your development of your new city. Also, maybe you can explain about your hot tea technique, how you're doing it. Well, I have done that in rather a very long video. It's about 40 minutes long, and it's called How to Fix and Amend Lego Stickers. Or Fix and Move Lego Stickers, I think it's called. Yeah, so that's a very in-depth video where I go into how I fix and move all my stickers. Yeah, as you might imagine, but loads of different techniques to make sure they're all lined up and all the rest of it, and for saving them when they really look beyond repair. So yeah, lots of good information there. So that's where you need to do it. It's on my what's it called, tutorials playlist as well, if that makes it easier to find it. Anyway, you continue, and I hope the box is still stacked and packed. I think you've got that back to front. I hope the box will still be packed and stacked, but also in a good condition. Also, take your time. The little bit of downside I found on this set was that the instructions are a little bit on the smaller side than the original Lego set. I'm sure I'll manage, thank you. So many greetings from your fan, Lord Shark. P.S. I'm not really a lord, but it's my nickname from the Scouting Boys gave me, and it's stuck since 1995, so that's why I'm called that. Well, we can call you Lord Shack. That is absolutely fine. I'm not a real outlaw in real life, you wouldn't believe. So yeah, cool. I'm going to actually pause this, get this built, and then we can go on to my package from BrickLink.com. Well, that is that built, and I've got to say that is a new one on me. Something made with official Lego bricks that isn't an official Lego set, but it is quite a fun little vehicle. And in the break when I was building this, I also Googled to see if this was a real life feature of the Netherlands, and it is. They have these tiny little grocery trucks that go around the neighbourhood delivering supplies. Now, I do have a couple of points to say on this. One is it's quite flimsy with certain connections being weak here, like with this modified plate on the kind of canopy here. I'm not too sure about these eyes, and the headlights seem to just be white tiles. Also, we need kind of mud guards here, and some of the build techniques aren't that great. I think this might have been designed by somebody who wasn't very experienced in Lego. It's interesting that we've got a 5-wide build at the back, but we just got these stacks of bricks that don't even interlock, so it's quite fragile when you're building it, and even afterwards. But we can get in there to put our little crate of groceries in for delivery. We have to kind of poke it in. But I really like the branding on the side. I think maybe it could do with going up one plate. So I think this could be modified and made even better using my sort of usual technique of making a few changes here and there. The base is just solid 2x4 bricks in here behind the wheels, so maybe we could do something with some mudguards and make that a little bit more interesting. But I like it, and the fact that it's real Lego means it can definitely go into my city. And we've got quite an interesting new torso there. So I don't know if this makes it into the sort of brick set catalogue or not. It'll be interesting to find out. But yeah, he looks very nice indeed. So why not include this in Brick Nottingham 2.0? But I do think it will get some modification. And I think one of those is going to be to get rid of these eyes. Maybe put a front number plate on and a bumper, because the real life vehicles don't have eyes, and on the pictures I've seen at least. So maybe that's just to make it even more fun as a toy. So yeah, I'm going to make it into a small grocery delivery vehicle. Maybe we could put a 3-wide door in here. I think I've got one in white, kind of like a big refrigerator door. That would be perfect for in there. And yeah, just a few changes to make it even better. So yeah, Shaq, thank you very much for that, your lordship. That looks absolutely great, and it's very interesting, and I do like the branding on the picnic, so that is great. Before we go on to my package, so thank you very much for that, and if you want to send something to the channel, you can by sending it to the same PO box that Shaq did, that is shown here. So there we go. Right, yes, now before we get onto my package, I've got a couple of updates. A few times ago, I used hydrogen peroxide to get rid of the horrible staining on these medium blue Knights figures, and you can see that they are practically new. They look very, very dirty when I received them. And you can see it's made a slight change in colour on the worst affected one there. You can see one of the shoulders is slightly lighter, but it's a very good technique that works very well on white, light grey, and it seems medium blue, but do be careful on other colours because it might mute them, just like we've got a bit of muting on these helmets, or at least one of them. So one was very sort of badly stained, and that was the one I think on the right. And if you turn them over, they look practically identical. But when you compare the top of this one with the bottom of that one, you can see a slight colour change where it isn't the case in the other one. But to be honest, this is so much better than they were, and from any distance at all, you can't really see it. It was kind of variation in colour that made them look the worst. So yeah, that is a really good technique. And it turns out you can buy hydrogen peroxide 12% from Amazon now for really good value. So I would do that. And why not use my link when you're going to do it? Another quick update was this from last time, which was my Cloud Racer game. And I, well, mildly changed the build just so we didn't have all the sort of colour leakage from a normal sort of Lego micro build. But this is what I was trying to show you before with the stickers. You've got kind of a road sticker on the back there, and this is the playable game where you can drive your car to weave in and about obstacles. So yeah, that is really cool, and I just love the iconography of this side art and the top there. I've got rid of all the studs and so on, all the colour leakage, and I think that looks absolutely great. So I can put that on a pallet and have it delivered to a business, or maybe just have it in a foyer of, well, anything really. And I just love the little game playability of that. They've done a few like this over the years in sets, and I'm going to try and collect them all because, yep, I am a brick addict. Right, cool. So that is those updated. So let's get on with this massive package. Now, it may not look massive, but it definitely is. I think this is going to be absolutely heaving with different bricks for many, many, many different projects. And that is evidenced by the fact that when I do my one word for what a particular set, order has got in it, the name for this one was huge. So basically, it's just, a vast number of parts. And wow, they've done it by colour. It looks like we've got absolutely loads. So let's plough on as quickly as we can to make some progress. We'll just focus on the good stuff. So we've got dark tan plates for under the sea. Let's clear some space. Ooh, picnic box. This is interesting in part, is it? Yeah, we've got some interesting bits in here. Lots of purple. Wonder what that's for. Some helmets. There's this old grey one, which looks quite interesting. That was from one of the little weird, curious little drone racer sets, 8359 Desert Racer from 2003, which it's unique to. Not an important thing, but yeah, pretty cool. What do we got here? We've got a nice 1x8 stickered piece, which is the spoiler of a Mudhopper 8492 from 2008, and that's a Power Racers set. I swear all these racers have definitely got all the best stickers. So I kind of wanted that for the part actually, but I'm going to be carefully taking that off using my patented hot tea technique, which you know where to look for it now. So I can use it elsewhere. Maybe I'll cut it into two and use it on two different pieces. Stream X and X Stream kind of makes sense more as one than the other there, I think. Oh, this is badly skewed off the piece, so yeah, I'll use that same technique on this. Already got this part once, and again, I only bought it actually in this case for the part underneath, so it wasn't really for the duplicate of the pattern, though I will try and rescue it for future use with these wonderful sort of insectoid sort of well, I don't know, graphs and buttons and stuff. And the weird thing is I don't get this at all, but it's actually on the body of the 70708 Hive Crawler from 2013, which is the biggest beastie in the Galaxy Squad sets. You would have thought this would be a monitor on the actual Galaxy Squad sort of HQ or something to monitor one of these nasty crawlers. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. This is just an old space sticker from a panel. I just wanted it for the panel because I'm recreating an old train build. Talking of train builds, there is the third one of those. I got a couple of these last week. This kind of disc with a sticker on for a grate. Now, it came from a 4504 Millennium Falcon from 2004, one of the millions of different Millennium Falcons that Lego's done. But now I've got three of these. I can use them as the exhausts on a locomotive train, either replacing three of the plain ones that kind of look like that at the moment on an existing locomotive, or maybe even a new one. But yeah, we need three of those for that. It seems that all of them have three. Now this is good. These are actually glow-in-the-dark claws. So they're kind of like Wolverine claws, but they're the glow-in-the-dark ones. And that will augment, well, a werewolf, I suppose, because these came only in one set. 9463, The Werewolf from 2012. And you've got to love those Monster Hunter sets. They are all cool. With the Monster Hunters, fueled presumably by hatred. Because why are they desperately searching out these monsters? Or maybe they're preventing all of the murders of the village people, who knows, by these nasty monsters. So maybe they're bad monsters. Yeah, I suppose they must be. So that's good. I've got a torso for an Alien Conquest Alien because I'm having to resort to buying them in bits now. I think I've bought the world supply of those. Got an eyelash. Also got a kind of, I think that's Horus, isn't it? In the Egyptian gods panoply helmet. I was thinking if I was going to do a Egyptian museum type scene, then I'd need to start collecting a few bits. We've got mummies and stuff. I recently got a pharaoh, didn't I? And I've got gifted all the sort of panels with all the hieroglyphics on. So anyway, I thought this would be a good addition. And this came in 3 sets, including 7307, Flying Mummy Attack from 2011. So yeah, that's really nice in this dark blue. Love the shape of it. Yeah. Wow, I've actually got the plane from that set as well, but never the rest of it. Now here's some vital pieces. 2 more stickered vents on 2x2s. I'm definitely going to need to reposition that one because these are vital, because they go to the 3181 passenger plane from 2010 that I'm still piecing together. It's taken me absolutely ages. I didn't want to buy it because it was about sort of 40 quid or something. I thought I can piece that together for about 20 quid, half that price. And well, I'm still going. So this is as far as I've got. We're missing the front. We're missing the tail. That needs to be sort of up here, supported by the vertical thing. These 2 will mirror these 2 on the wings here. And there's a couple of pieces on the underside. I don't need the landing gear because it will be flying in midair. So we're nearly there. Yes. Piecing that together has taken ages. I've got some axes for our castle scene. A few purple bits, a few dark red ones. But the only one of interest, I think, is the flag. I don't think I've got any flags in dark red. So when I saw this one, I thought, yeah, go on then. I'll put that in my basket. And that is from the Knights Kingdom 2 sets, where it's the colour used by the Shadow Knights, which are the kind of scorpion ones. This came in 5 sets, including 8802, Dark Fortress Landing from 2005, which is a really nice set, actually. I like the fact they've used a banner kind of as the sail on the boat there at the front. And I really like those big slope pieces. I could use those at kind of my harbour area or something like that to get up a level with a backdrop of stone. I might start looking for those for future hauls. But anyway, yeah, so that's interesting. So I shoveled that back. Oh, we've got a couple more respirators for swamp creatures in the deep sea cabinet invading the goodie base or baddie base, depending how you look at the humans. Let's see this back. Oh, yes. Now, these are for a build I'm not going to tell you about, but they are the base of something that uses purple. What uses purple, Robin? Well, you'll have to wait and see. We've got some Alien Conquest sticker pieces. I thought I'd get a load of these because I think he's got about 12 of them, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just thought, yeah, go on then. I'll have those because I'll be able to decorate whatever next Alien Conquest build is. And I just love their logo because you see it's a little man, sort of big ball body and little ball head, kind of like BB-8, with a great big claw around it. So, yeah, they're not pretending to be anything other than people snatchers, are they? If that's their logo. So yeah, absolutely loads of those to decorate a future build of that. And they came on the 7052 UFO Abduction from 2011, which is where all my sort of Alien Conquest collection or addiction, depending how you look at it, started. And then I got the mothership, and well, yeah, the rest is history. So we've got a dish, got a few other sort of useful pieces. All of this is for projects, I can assure you. Just too many to go through. Next bag, what do we got? We have got a lot of old grey. Now that is for castle walls. Here's some more flags in a less common colour, being medium blue. And that's actually why I hooked these guys out again, because they are the ones that are going to need these medium blue flags to go with their colouring. Because this only came in a few Knights Kingdom 2 sets as well. 8799, Knights Castle Wall from 2004 being one of them, with a sort of Jayco colouring that is medium blue. So yeah, only 3 sets with those in. So glad to have a pair of those. That's very nice. More of these for my eventual sort of pathway up to the new Brick Nottingham 2.0 castle, which I'm kind of in two minds as whether to keep the same side or to expand greatly, because the fact of it being that size means it fits right above all the train tracks and kind of is isolated, and you can build up in the old town against it. So I don't want to make it bigger, but then more castle is better, isn't it? So anyway, have to decide that. But this came in 3 sets, including 6405 Sunset Stables from 1992, which is a pretty basic set, but yeah, it had 2 of these in it, and this one is not sun damaged, so that is great. That goes the same thing as that. Come on, this colour combination must be giving you a clue. Anyway, there we go. Lots of red facet bricks. I think we'll see the reason for those in a minute. This is a brilliant purchase, but also an unfortunate one in a way, in that I spent a bit of money getting one of these lovely kind of Tudor style panels in red. They're unique to the Guarded Inn 6067 from 1986. And the reason why it's a bit sad is because I was just sent some of these as a gift to the channel through my PO box. So, well, I'm sure they won't go to waste, but essentially I probably got not too many. You can never have too many of a wonderful piece like this, but I've got an embarrassment of riches. So what I think I'm going to do with these, early thoughts only, is recreate a Guarded Inn. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit better, or at least two-sided, because it's open back, that one, and maybe have it very prominently as an old pub, because real life Nottingham has got some of the oldest pubs in the world, would you believe? So I should echo that. And then any that are left over can just be, well, in the second story with the shop front underneath it, with sort of, a roof going down either side or something. I definitely will be able to use them all over. Or even on the top of a gatehouse. So you've got the big sort of castle gate, maybe a pair of these above it. It will always be usable, I'm certain. So yeah, not an issue. Now here is an absolute extravagance, and that is the lovely gold horse armour head bit. Yeah, look at that. From the set 70404 King's Castle from 2013. And there aren't many of these around, so it was a bit of a temptation. I have this list called Maybe Not on my BrickLink sort of wanted lists, and it's for all the sort of weird stuff that, well, I might get it if I see it and so on. And then something amazing like this comes up and you think, oh, it is overpriced, but, when in Rome. So basically, this will decorate a very ornate fencer? No, lancer? What they're called? Jouster. There you go. Jouster's horse. So that'll look absolutely amazing. And I think with those big ear holes, it might fit several different horses. Who knows? We'll have to try it out. But that is a primo, wonderful piece. I'll put that on top of the picnic wagon. Picnic boo-boo. Does anybody remember Yogi Bear? I remember Yogi Bear. You don't see him anymore, do you? Anyway, there we go. Loads of black pieces. I don't think any of those are particularly interesting. Oh, except we do have the legs for that torso, which makes us the body of an Alien Conquest pilot. So then I have to reach for my baggie of bits of Alien Conquest people to get an alien pilot head out, and probably a gun as well. Let's give them a gun. They all need a ray gun, otherwise how are they going to zap humans? Anyone knows that. So there we go. Let's get a gun on. Ooh, gun in hand. Hup. Head on. Hup. Yay. The army has just expanded by one more. Great. Fantastic. There will never be enough. I kind of have visions of having these in rows and rows and rows and rows, kind of like, on Star Wars when the Emperor's coming off a ship, all lined up. But that would be a bit boring, so I think I'll do something much more exciting instead. So watch this space. Next bag. Looks to be mainly red, with a lot of roof pieces in red. Not for the Guarded Inn, because that's got a black roof, but for something else. And these are interesting. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of these octagonal kind of panels. They've got a hinge bit, but I don't think you really use it. That's more of a connection point. And I was going to use these as kind of sentry guard buildings. That's what these facet bricks are for sort of the back wall, because they're the same shape as this. So I thought I could have maybe a pair of these, one either side of a castle gate, or maybe it's the sun visor over a knight in his kind of tent or something like that. Don't know, but they're quite hard to find because there weren't on many sets, so I got and there's slightly different variations with the axle hole in the middle and without. But yeah, I got those probably from the set 6776 Ogle Control Center from 2001, where they're on the top there in a sort of weird kind of, I don't know, array to contact other baddies, I suppose. But anyway, they're very grubby because they're very old, but they're very nice. So yeah, hopefully they'll be part of my castle scene. But as sentry boxes, they could even make it into the main city, couldn't they? As part of the old town. Maybe I have somebody dressed up in costume underneath one of these, and then all the tourists are taking photos of them. You never know, just like we have in London. So I've got one of these purple flames that I tend to buy when I see them just because they're really nice. They kind of could be used by antimatter. They've definitely come on a few sets that he comes in, but also on the 9445 Fangpire truck ambush, which is an odd looking truck if you ask me. But yeah, this is the exhaust fumes coming out of the back of that thing. So there we go, that's very nice. Must have run out of trans orange 1x1 round tiles, so that's fine. One of those. Oh, I've been needing that for ages. That's the pantograph top for the old style tram. I had to pinch one off an old train, and now I can return it for this. Yeah, God, they're quite hard to get, you know. I guess they're in high demand. So that's good. Lots of projects finished in this order, or at least added to. Now here we do have lots of black slope, so that is going to go to the recreation of my guarded inn. You know, if I bought that as a set, it'd be well over £100, but I don't think there's that many rare pieces in it. Now I've got the panels. There might be the odd sort of arch or something like that, but you know, I can amend the build to accommodate for these sort of things, and heaven knows I've got loads of old grey bricks started to be accumulated and sent in recently as well. So yeah, I reckon that's not going to be as hard as all that. One of the pieces that was hard technically was this blue door with kind of ridges on. It's very nice. I had one of these, but I kind of want one for the front as for the original set, and one for the back door into the beer garden. And that one I already had, actually. It was in my cargo yard kind of collection. We've got the top for what is usually either the roof of a train, locomotive, or a boat. But I think it's going to be a locomotive, so I'll tell you that. And this is the front for a racing car, which I got speculatively. I'm not sure if I'm going to have sort of Formula One style cars racing around my city a la Monaco Grand Prix or not. But if I do, I just thought I'd get that, because they don't come up too often. I'll just stick a number on, or maybe some of these stickers and all these advertising, like the Extreme one we saw earlier. So yeah, loads there. Oh, and these in green. I can't remember what they're for. Maybe I just got them as good connection points for plants. I can't remember. It will be on my BrickLink lists. Arches in black for the guarded inn. More roof. Yeah, I didn't buy that for the sticker, but maybe I'll keep it. Might be able to use it one day. Lots more slopes, plates, boring plates, modified bricks. Ooh, there's somebody interesting for another one of my collections. And that is a lovely Agent's Henchman, or rather Dr. Inferno side of the Agent set. Absolutely brilliant. I just love that orange uniform. It reminds me of the sort of old Bond films, you know, like Dr. No and stuff, where they're all sort of in stupid baddie costumes, all the troops. And You Only Live Twice, I seem to remember. Is that the one in the volcano base? That's very Dr. Inferno. So he came in all sorts of sets, like 8634, the Turbo Car Chase from 2008. Which is the one with the awesome sound brick with the kind of klaxon, which is also very James Bond, isn't it? And all the barbed wire on the top there. But yeah, again, wow, wow, wow. So that is a very good sound brick that I need to incorporate into a build soon. Yeah, there's so many things I need to do. Why am I so busy on other stuff that isn't Lego? It's very irritating. So yeah, a load of black. Here's a load of white. Most of that is for a really interesting modification build that I'm going to be doing to a set that's already in the city to take it to the next level, and that's all I'm going to say at this point on that. But yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing. A couple of interesting parts I saw falling out of there include these sort of jetpacks for space. I really like that one we got on the recent minifigure, space astronaut for flying, doing a spacewalk or so on, but I thought I'd get a couple more, and these are the older style ones. Lots of attachment points for jets or whatever on the back, 2 handles on the front, 2 attachments for torches as well. So it's kind of been done before, but this is all in one piece, but a very interesting one. I just saw them and thought, yeah, go on then, I'll have a couple of those. The other interesting piece in that are 2 cockpits for my aircraft. Oh, yes. They've got the number on, and they're quite cheap. I've been looking for these for ages. Didn't find one until here, and then they had 2. So I thought I'd get 2 in case the stickers were awful, because you buy one and stickers are just hanging off, and you think, oh, brilliant. So I still need that piece. But this will give me the choice of 2, and it looks like that one is miles better on this one. And here, I don't know, that one might be better now, so it's good that I bought 2. So I still need the glass. Do I have the glass? I'm not sure if I need the glass still, or if I've got it somewhere. I'll have to check that. Check my list. I think I'm supposed to have it, but I can't think where it is. I have to dig it out. But yeah, we've got that finally. And this looks slightly yellow to me, and that looks bright white. So I think we'll be using that actual piece. Brilliant. Some yellow pieces. The stickers aren't particularly relevant to me. I just wanted the pieces underneath with these. That must be a dino set. Oh, that's printed though. Oh, that's annoying. I thought they were stickered. Right, I'm going to have to put those back on the list. Some of those are actually printed. It's going to take me ages to get rid of the print on that, so I'm not going to bother. That's annoying. But these ones are stickers, and I'll be able to pull them off and use them as advertising, maybe on a future Formula One car. Who knows? That looks like the sort of small logos they would have. And then these ski poles I'm going to use as holding up some of the awnings in my sort of castle scenes and so on. Yeah, they're really nice, kind of massive ski poles, I think. Right, that's that. Oh, I can't believe I made that mistake. Yeah, I thought, oh, that's an interesting sticker going over the ridges, but it's not. It's printed. Yeah, silly Robin. Oh, well. Right, what else we got? We've got a bag of tiny, interesting pieces. We have got lots of little white grabbers. That goes to the same thing as all the other little white parts. We've got a little dome in trans neon yellowy green. So that looks lovely. Well, I'm not going to tell you what that's for because it's a bit of a big spoiler, but that is a very important part for an upcoming build. Roof pieces. Oh, we've got a Nailing Conquest Trooper head. So that's good. That can go into that bag we just saw. What else we got? Oh, that's interesting. One of those speech bubbles. Oh, it's slightly different from the one I thought I was buying. But anyway, I thought I was buying the one with a jagged edge. But yeah, it's good. So you put that on the neck of a minifigure, and then it's kind of doing a speech bubble for what he's thinking or saying. You can get them in different colours, but I only like them in this clear colour. So I can have a few few things being spoken. I'll have to make my own little stickers for that. Last time I got one of these, somebody suggested I add it to the mime that's doing the sort of performance on the boardwalk, and it'd be kind of funny if he kept writing what he's thinking and actually had an attachment in real world as well, rather than just it being a literal comic speech bubble. So yeah, that came in a set 81087, speech bubbles from 2011. Yes, so that's good. Got another one of those. Little bits. I don't know why they're in a separate bag. Maybe they're new parts. What else is new in here? We've got a tile there. No, it's just a red one. Oh, another head. Jolly good. We'll get there. We'll get our army. Well, we've kind of got an army already. That's interesting. That's interesting. More old grey parts in there. It's quite hard to get even these 1x1 rounds now. So the last sticker for all of my Power Miners collection is this one, with a sort of muck on and these stripes, coming from probably the best Power Miners set, if you ask me. 8961, the Crystal Sweeper, which is a great big monstrosity of a machine with much whirring and chopping going on. So I hope to use those in the new city, because we're going to have much more space to see underground scenes than we ever did before. The old Lego room has just got that tiny entry doorway, very little to see. You're almost straight into the entrance for the crawl space. So where are you going to build something down a lower level? I tried to put in a table underneath kind of the last area we're doing underneath the museum and so on. It's going to be so pokey. So that's another brilliant thing about the new Lego room. So yeah, we'll be able to see that as well. Here's another interesting helmet. this time with a star on, some interesting blue colouring. So that is from another one of these really old kind of drone racer sets. This one's from 4591, Red Strike from 2002. So that's very nice indeed as well. Yeah, I really like that silver star on the top there. Looks fantastic. Oh, what a lovely heap of Lego. Right, final bag, and we've got some big grey pieces in here. Probably my favourite bit for the underside of trains. This kind of inverted 6x6 monstrosity, and I've got a couple of those, so that's good. Stop looking out for those for a while. Got more bits for trains, being these sort of railings. 3, 4, 5. I think that's all the ones I needed for my I think we've said it a few times now, so I don't think it's a spoiler anymore, my new locomotive. Then I bought loads of 2x4s to help with the ballast problem. the problem that we're going to have to make an absolute load more ballast for all the new train tracks. And then 8 of these. So hopefully I've got 2 sets of that. That's very damaged, but I might be able to repair that. It's not too bad, I don't think. But 1, 2, 3. Oh, golly, that's quite bad as well. 4. But, you know, my patented hot tea technique is quite good at fixing all of these problems. That one's not too bad. Might need repositioning still. That one's bad. So that's 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was I not supposed to have 8? Oh, there's the 8th. There we go. Yes, so full 2 sets to either make my own UFO or something else. That's probably what's going to happen, isn't it? Right, so wow, an absolutely brilliant haul. Quite a few interesting pieces that are now completely buried under this mound of stuff. Enough to get you going with new ideas for new projects, like the recreation of possibly the most favourite set of anyone in the castle era, the Guarded Inn, maybe competing with the Black Falcon's Fortress, I don't know. I've let slip that I'm definitely doing a locomotive. We've got more parts for another plane. Not that we're going to have a shortage of planes hanging from the ceiling in a new Lego room, but there is more ceiling, so I figure more planes, right? We've got some interesting stuff for a new build, for an expansion of an old build, and a million other things buried underneath all of this. Oh, and then the cream of the crop, a lovely gold horse armour piece. Absolutely lovely. But even better than that, it's the picnic truck, boo-boo! Well, I've got a million parts to wash and a million project bags to stock up with all of this. Quite a few stickers to move and even some parts to add back onto my wanted list that I kind of screwed up on, but not to worry. We've also got a lovely new picnic kind of supermarket truck, and I think I'm going to be playing with that to amend it for a future video, I suppose. So yeah, lots to be getting on with. Oh, lovely. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome Lego videos and brick hauls, and do subscribe to the main channel, Robin Hood Bricks, if you want to see all of these parts being used in those future builds. Now, if you want to send something to the channel, you can, just as Shaq did, by sending it to the usual P.O. Box address. And then next time on Robin Hood Bricks channel, we'll be doing hopefully a build on either Friday or Monday. I don't think we're going to have an update, you know, on Monday on the new Lego room because we've had a bit of a catastrophe. No, not flooding, don't worry, not that bad. But basically the carpet provider did turn up with the carpet and they cut it wrong. It was the wrong size. But a foot short, so 30 centimetres. So, you know, I don't want to have a strip of uncarpeted floor. So basically they've taken it back and it was their mistake. So they're coming back with another carpet later on. So, yeah, we're going to have a week with absolutely no progress on the Lego room, which is a bit annoying. But I'm super busy anyway, so not to worry too much. So, yeah, we won't have an update. So hopefully I'll get time for a build instead. So until all of that, see you. Yeah, all of these is going to test my sticker repair skills, but I think it'll be worth it.